Shalom to elective Israel, to the hopeful elected Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations, scattered across the four corners of the earth. Want to give all praises first, and face the east, and give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, Rawchaa, Yahawah, Rawchaa, Yahawashi, Rawchaa, Yahawah, Rawchaa, Yahawashi, Rawchaa, Yahawah, Rawchaa, Yahawashi. Better give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, who led me to this truth. It's been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness, and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we part of that number. Lord willing, let's be edified to those who fear in the name of the Lord and are striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5. And it's not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. And it's unto a ring. 2 Esdras chapter 5, verse 42. The waterfall that come across, tune in. Yahawashi, Yahawashi, work a thumb. The water for tuning in. Today, I'm here to talk about the things when I was listening to Elder Yahawah, and he was talking about how the simplicity, but it's complex. It's true. It's true. It's simply complex. Coming into a time. Jake got a damn car, shit. But we're coming into a time where it's going to be mass death everywhere on the earth. We're coming into a time where all we're going to have is the brotherhood. You know? That's all we're going to have. And the words that they have given us to carry out. See? So, like I said, the title of this lesson is Complex Simplicity. It's going to, you're going to face this in the truth, not just outside the truth. When you're going around in the public, not when you're just going outside in the public, but also when you're going to work and you're dealing with other brothers. Not just when you're going to work, but when you're dealing with other brothers. You know, you're going to have things that you're going to have to deal with that the Lord made you stronger for, you know, to be a help to another brother. You know, we're not in this for ourselves. We're in this to help others. You know, and of course we want to get saved, but we want to do what Yahawashi said do. So like I said, this lesson was inspired by Elder Yahawah, which is Primitive Saying 144, and Lord willing is edifying to the flock. Just going over a recap of it. It was a very edifying lesson, so I'm going back into it. So, the title of the lesson that I'm going over and I'm reviewing about patience and forbearing one another amongst the body. That's what he's about. That's what he was about in this lesson. That's what he was talking about, right? So he said, forbear another one's weaknesses. You know? Now he said, if someone is just a simple nigga, okay? They will eventually get rooted out of this truth. The Lord will take care of them, you know? So we're not to be like, you know, we're supposed to still be patient on those people, and the Lord will take care of them if they're not of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? The Lord will take care of them if they're not of the Lord, you know? And that's everybody, you know? Me and myself first and foremost, you know? If I'm not of the Lord gonna get rid of me. But I believe that the Lord bring me here for a reason. I believe the Lord had me doing this work for a reason. You know? So they'll eventually get rooted out of the camp. If they just a complete nigga, they don't want to accept correction, they don't want to learn, they don't want to understand how serious this is. You know, you have to be in tune with your brothers around you. You know? And if they have a weakness, that don't mean that you're stronger than them. Because I'm telling you right now, they probably got a strength that you don't have. You see? We are going to need this during Jacob's trouble. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start at Galatians chapter 6, verse 2. Galatians chapter 6, verse 2. And it reads, and let's start at 1. It says, brethren, if a man be overtaken in fault, right? Ye which are spiritual, right? Restore such as one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. So whenever brothers go off, brothers are making mistakes, you know, we're supposed to correct them in a certain way. Some brothers are doing more forward, some brothers are doing less, but that's what makes the body. You know, you got your brothers that sharpen with you, and then you got the ones that lift up. You know, so it's all a system. But we are able to respect all the brotherhood, both sides. Verse 2 says, bear ye another one's burden, and so fulfill the law of Mashiach. See? So we all have burdens. All the brothers inside the brotherhood. I'm not in Great Mill, so I'm just a follower. But I'm under an umbrella. Why? Because I believe in what they say, and I choose to come out here and follow. So I'm going through burdens right now. I'm going through things right now. You see? Same with all the other brothers. You know? So we got to be able to, when we see other brothers that we got telling this truth in, and they waking up, we got to make sure they know that, hey, man, this is the way. Walk ye in it. And if they mess up, some stuff you got to wink at. That's basically what he was saying. Some stuff you got to be like, all right, whatever. But if they not improving, it's the problem. Okay? Like I said, this is what the elder was talking about, right? He said, but there's some very sincere who has some thorns, you know, that are of the elect, you know, weaknesses, and it's made other brothers strong. See, the Lord made some other brothers strong, but they don't have those weaknesses, right? In that particular area, to build that believer up. So it's almost like, you know, what's that show? You got like when you look at Marvel, you got the Avengers and stuff, right? You know, you had some people who had this ability. You had another person who had this ability. And when they all came together, something worked out. That's basically how this is. You know, we all got some things that we're strong at. We all got some things that we're weak at. You know, that don't make us wicked. Why? Because we are bearing the infirmities of ourselves and other brothers. Right? So I'm gonna keep reading my notes. So he said, you must be long suffering, as Yahawashi is with us, right? We know this is a light thing. See? You know, it's something that seems light, right? You know, there is simplicity in Yahawashi, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be that easy. It's never gonna be just that easy. It's not gonna just be easy. You know, he chastises those who he loves. And if you're without chastisement, then you're a bastard. See? You know? So we have to go through these things to be considered as men of the Lord. We must bear the infirmities of our brothers if we are considered to be men of the Lord, right? You know? So we will have challenges amongst the body. You see? So we're not going to just deal with problems outside the truth. We're going to deal with challenges in the church, you know, in our people who have came to the truth and are trying to change, you know, according to the will of Yahawashi. See? You know, this lesson is to strengthen us. Talk about me first and foremost as well. You know, this lesson was from our elders. You know, who have weaknesses, which is all of us. We all have weaknesses. But he did set up leaders who were able to guide us, even though we still have these infirmities that we're bearing with us. We're never going to be perfect. We're always going to have mistakes. You know, we're always going to have things that we lack of. But that's why we got our leaders. See? So then that means what? We ready for Jacob's trouble. Because when it comes, the Lord could have lifted those curses off of us. He's going to lift those curses. We're going to understand our true purpose. And we're going to do what we were told to do. See? So ultimately, we can have comfort through whatever it is we may be going through. Okay? Whatever burden you have to carry. Same way with me. I have burdens that I have to carry that the Lord knows alone. But I'm willing to walk those because I know that's what the Lord is doing to perfect me in his truth. See? Like this is what we call this church, but this is almost like spiritual boot camp. This is like all you lieutenants and the soldiers at the bottom like me who are sitting here saying, hey, y'all better get ready, man. Jacob's trouble coming. Not Moab's trouble. Not Aiden's trouble. You know? We getting ready right now. So when these come down on us, we ready. And we're not going to be afraid. No, Lord put the Spirit on us, and we don't be afraid. But we can't do nothing without the Most High. So, Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. And it reads, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. See? So we all have to work out our own situations, but we also have to bear the problems of our brothers. You cannot forget about your brothers. Right? If you really love the Lord, that's what he said do. See? But we both got a test. We all have a test, right? He said in Revelation 3:10, he said it's going to be a test to try the whole earth. My test is going to be different than your test. Right? But it's all going to lead to the Quran. But our tests are different tests. The Lord is revealing our weaknesses. That's what tests do. They make our weaknesses strengths. See? And that's what we are to do. We are supposed to, some of our weaknesses is not being as lenient on brothers. You know? Some of our weaknesses, some of us, our weaknesses is being too lenient on brothers. And you got to find that balance. See? But it's like if you standing next to a brother and we both got two different tests, but he ain't really studying and you studying, you think he gonna make it? Probably not. So you gotta tell him, hey, I don't know what test you got. I might know a little bit of it, but you need to get on your shit. And you need to start studying, man. Studying how to overcome your weaknesses. That's what we're here to do. Overcome weaknesses. Okay? Overcome sin. Overcome our flesh, our old selves. We fighting against ourselves every day. And a lot of jakes that sleep coming in and waking up, they act like they the only one fighting themselves. I ain't the only ones, man. We out here too. And we know the truth. See? So like I said, you must look upon the concerns of others. When you come in this truth, understand, this is not about you. This is not about me. This is about Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. That is who this is about. That's not about nobody else, man. This is about glorifying Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man. It don't matter what I got going on. What matters is our Lord getting what he needs, which is his throne. That's what he deserved, man. Look what he went through for us. He bared all of our infirmities. So we're supposed to be like Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We're supposed to be bearing the infirmities of our brothers. So we're going to keep reading. We're going to read verse 3. It says, it reads, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory. This is a strife. See? We just are austere men. We're not playing. Everybody on the planet is about to die but the elect. And then you got the remnant of Esau, Edom. They're going to be chained up and they're going to go into slavery. That's the only thing that's going to be left on the planet. You want to fucking play around right now? This is not a fucking game. You know what I'm saying? World Economic Forum is doing articles and it literally saying mark of the beast in the articles. What are y'all talking about what y'all don't know what the mark of the beast is? The fuck? What are these other camps talking about, man? They're bought off, man. They're bought off. But like it said, verse 3, let nothing be done through strife or vainglory. Right? But in lowliness of mind, which means what? We know this ain't about us, man. Lowliness of mind don't mean soft. Don't mean no fucking weak motherfucker, man. It means lowliness of mind, knowing that we don't think highly of ourselves. We're not celebrities, man. We out here warning our people that the Lord is about to murder everybody on the planet except the ones he chose not to murder. And that's the elect, man. And they got to go through shit. They got to watch everybody else die. And you want to fucking talk about some bullshit right now? This is not the time, bro. Wake your ass up. Jacob's trouble is right around the corner, bro. Stop fucking playing. Verse 3. But in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. See? Right? We have to think about others. This is not about us. And we also have to pay attention to us at the same time. That is the battle, man. But that's what makes us righteous. Because we're doing that to the best of our abilities, even though we're in this fucked up nation. So as we purge out all of these impurities, right? Moving from glory to glory, right? That's what we're doing day by day. We're supposed to be getting better. Better. Not just saying, oh, that's right, and don't do fucking nothing about it. You got to get better. You know, the common goal to each of us is to be like a Mashiach, which is Christ in Paleo-Hebrew, which means the anointed one. We are to be more like him every day, to the best of our abilities, man. We have burdens we're dealing with, and we're dealing with burdens of our brothers, man. On and off camera, man. This shit that I go through, I don't have to talk about it. Why? Because I know the Heavenly Father is building me up. He's getting me ready. I'm not going to give a fuck in Jacob's trouble. I'm not taking nothing that says the mark of the beast on it. I'm going to serve Bahasham, Yahawashi. That's what we're doing. This ain't no fucking joke. Anyways, the common goal to each of us is to be like Hamashiach Yahawashi. You know? That's who our mercy comes from. That's who our mercy is through, you see? Because we're going to need mercy. Because we're all fucked up in the head in some way. You can't be saved and have everything right. There's going to be some stuff you're going to constantly have to work on. There's going to be some shit you might never get right. That's why we need Yahawah, man. That's why we need the Lord, man. So you will be put in particular situations where you will have to have mercy on your brothers, man. And sometimes you might be put in a situation where you have mercy on people who don't deserve it, like the other nations, and just let God deal with it. Let the Most High deal with it. Let Yahawah murk their ass. And that's what we're doing. We don't ever take vengeance. Okay? We don't ever take vengeance. Sometimes we'll be like, oh, you want some bullshit, bro. Some of the Edomites, I be trying to be super nice to them. You just super fucking asshole. I might put a curse on your motherfucking ass because you want some fucking bullshit. You just going overboard, bro. It said be not over righteous and over wicked. You want to be over wicked? I'll put a curse on your fucking ass. We're not fucking playing with you. You think it doesn't mean nothing right now? Just wait. Don't worry. It's gonna fucking get your ass. The Lord's not playing with motherfuckers. Nobody is passing through judgment, man. We're all gonna get judged. But we're gonna stand up like men over here, and we're gonna behold the righteousness of Yahawashi until he pulls up. And if you don't like all the yelling If you don't like the seriousness, go watch another video. We're not effeminate. We're not soft. We are fucking men. So you got to have mercy. Doesn't mean be soft. Mercy is what? You were supposed to get judged like this. You were supposed to get put to death, but you didn't get put to death. That's mercy, man. And we all deserve death. Romans chapter 6, verse 23. The wages of sin are death. Long suffering. What's that mean? We're going to look it up in a second. And patience. There's nowhere in there where it says, be a fucking weenie. Nowhere in there. The one mind we all want to be on is that we want the kingdom mindset. What's the kingdom mindset? Ruling in righteousness, not ruling in bullshit. That's what this place is. They rule like some fucking weenies. They're like a big baby. They don't get what they want. They want to start fucking killing everybody. They want to start fucking trashing shit out. And all they want is wickedness. We're going to be like this. You do this, you get this judgment. That's righteous. Talking about when the righteous rule, what happens when the righteous rule? The people are overjoyed. They rejoice, man. Esau Edom hate his own fucking kingdom, man. Fuck these motherfuckers, man. You think I give a fuck about these motherfuckers? No, man. That doesn't mean that if I come to a time, let's say we in Jacob's trouble, and I see Lord willing, I'm part of that number. I'm walking around, and I learned this from another brother. He was talking about you walking in Jacob's trouble, right? And you see some Edomites, and they say, please let us walk with you. You say, all right, cool, that's fine. And they walk with you, and they stay for a time, and then the Lord bring up a grizzly bear and eat their ass. Still showing mercy. But the Lord was like, nope. They're gone, bro. They're gone. You know? That's the kind of shit that's going to go down. And you're going to have to watch that. Can't be no fucking soft motherfucker and be in that. Who the fuck are you to think that all the men of the Lord are soft? Even Abraham went to war with all of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. He wasn't no bitch. So, like I said, to get to the kingdom, there are things we must endure and overcome, which is ourselves. You see? And other people trying to overthrow us, right? Trying to get us to go back out of this truth. You know? So sometimes you're not going to understand. Sometimes you're going to be dealing with stuff and you're not going to understand. You know? It's not going to be fair. But you have to see, you know, that one mind of Yahawashi we have is ultimately overcoming all of these things and ultimately getting us into the kingdom. So we're going to look up that strong definition of lowliness. Okay? The strong definition of lowliness. Okay? In Philippians chapter 2, verse 3. Back over there in 2 verse 3, talking about lowliness, right? So lowliness. I'm going to pull it up for you. Bear with me 1 second. Lowliness, right? Go look up that word.
Strong's G 5012. Tapai nafrasune. Tapai nafrasune.
Right? Tapai nafrasune, right? And it reads, having a humble opinion of oneself. See? A deep sense of one's moral littleness. See, we don't think of ourselves as somebody big in this truth. We're just messengers. If you look for any more than that, then you're going off, man. We're just messengers. That's it. That's all we are. We're just messengers. We're not worried about who's going to come across or how many views we're going to get. The Lord is going to bring the person who needed this lesson. That's what matters. That's all that matters. You know? But like I said, I got this lesson from Elder Yahawah. It's something very important that we gotta deal with. You know? That's not spoken about a lot in the brotherhood. Not saying that other brothers don't speak about it. Not saying that other elders don't speak about it. It's just the one lesson that I'm doing that he did about a week ago. You know, kind of like a tribute. You know. That's what it means. Not to think. It means not to think too much of yourself. It doesn't mean be weak. It doesn't mean be soft. We're not soft. We're hard. You know? Jake is under the curses, man. We are living in our captivity. You cannot survive Jacob's trouble with an effeminate mindset. You have to think like a man. You have to understand judgment. You have to see some people get torn to shreds right in front of you. That's what we're talking about right now. You know? This is not a game, man. Like I said, humbleness of mind. You know? The root word of it. You're gonna look up the root word of it.
Strong's G 5011. Tapainas. Tapainas.
Tapainas. Right? Tapainas. It means not rising far from the ground. Rising far not of the ground as a condition, lowly, of low degree, brought low with grief, depressed, right? Lowly in spirit, humble. That's what it means. And it says in a bad sense, supporting oneself objectively, deferring separately to others. We're not talking about the bad sense of humbleness. This is a good sense. See? So keeping yourself low, keeping yourself like, hey, we send the list to Lord. We're just here to tell you that we fucked up And he's going to make sure that everybody that doesn't repent in Israel, you're going to get fucked up. And another thing, we might even get fucked up even though we repent. That's how serious this is. That's how deep this is. Some of us are still going to have to taste that cup. Some of us are going to have to get our heads chopped off. Some of us are going to get tortured. Okay? This is things that are going to happen. You know? We got to think like men in this motherfucker. That's why he said, men, get out there and tell my people, because he knows that we're going to do it without emotion. We're going to come out here, and we're going to tell you what Yahawashi said. You should be afraid. We're afraid. That's why we're doing it. And not afraid in the sense where we're afraid like that. We're talking about we're afraid of the Lord. So we're doing what he's going to tell us to do. We're not going to do what anybody else tells us to do. We're going to do what he said to do. Just tell my people. Write it plain on tables. That's what we're doing. It talks about tell your children and your children's children. So what? It'll put fear in them to know, hey, you better listen to your mom and your dad. You better listen to what they're saying if they're following Bahasham, Yahawashi. You better listen to what the fuck they're saying. And this spiritual truth, who is our mother? Who is our mother in this spiritual truth? Sophia, which is wisdom. Who is our spiritual fathers? Great millstone. Hey, we better do what he say, or we're going to get fucking murdered. And some of us are going to do what they said, and we're still going to get murdered. This shit is not no fucking game, man. It's not a fucking game, man. We're not here to fucking play at all. At all, man. This is not going to be something soft. We have to harden our people before this time comes, or we will not be ready. So like I said, like he was saying, like Elder Yahawah was saying, we're going to go back, right? After we got past that root word, you know? Deprived, derivation, depressed, right? Humiliated, cast down, low degree, not rising far from the ground as a condition. See, we are under a condition. We are under the curses. See, brought low with grief. Now we're going to read Isaiah chapter 55 or chapter 53, verse 3. We're doing it just like the Lord did. We ain't nobody. We're here to tell you, your ass needs to get ready, my ass needs to get ready. That's all we're here to do. Isaiah chapter 53, verse 3. He is despised and rejected. This is talking about Yahawashi. He was despised and rejected of men. See, most men did not fuck with his customs, right? A man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid as if it were our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. See? Why is 2 3/4 of our people acting like that? Because they some fucking weenies. They're not ready to die for the Lord. Right? Verse 4. Surely he hath borne our griefs. Why? Because he died for us and carried our sorrows. So why do you think he's telling us to bear the infirmities and weaknesses of our brothers? And it's also for the sisters. We're supposed to bear their infirmities as well. That's why we out here teaching all of Israel. But a lot of women don't listen. So that's why it seems like great millstones hate women. No, they don't. They just hate women that don't want to get in order. That's it. You get in order, they ain't gonna treat you like that. Look how the Lord punished us. All we doing is telling the woman, you going the fuck off, chill the fuck out. That's a real low degree for us. Because when a woman would go off, or somebody else would go off, or the kids would go off, we used to stone their ass, and they would be done forever. So that's a real low degree to just say, hey, don't do that. Repent. Lord's got us in a low degree right now. But Israel is so motherfucking hard. People think this is tough. This is the lightest Israel is going to ever be as a people. This is the weakest Israel will ever be as a people. Verse 5, but he was wounded for all transgression. That's why we lowly, man. We suffer because we fucked up, right? He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. And with his stripes, we are healed. See? So that's how we was able to make it out of here. That's how we was able to get the fuck out of here. Because he's the one who is bringing us back to this truth. But the Lord ain't no fucking weenie, man. He is austere, hard-bodied men. We are ready. See what I'm saying? We are ready to die for this truth. I done had people come and tell me I'm wrong for what I'm talking about. I've had people threaten to kick me out. I've had people tell me to shut the fuck up in my face. And I said, all right, well, we're going to find out what Yahawashi has to say to your ass. You keep fucking talking to us like that. We are the prophets. What the fuck you talking to? We're not out here to play. We're not playing. But we're not going to do nothing. We're going to pray the Lord has mercy on your ass because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's mercy, not bitch-assness. We're going to go with Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. And it reads, it is better to go into the house of mourning than to go into the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, right? And the living will lay it to his heart, which is his mind, right? 3, sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness of the countenance of the mind is made better. You know? Sadness is weakness leaving the body. So you go through enough suffering, right? Hey, what happens? You get tough. You get ready. You don't give a fuck what nobody says. We're going to serve Yahawashi. We're going to do what he said do, which is what did he tell his men? Don't be effeminate. Don't be a fucking weenie. Get ready. That's what he's telling us. And other men, in the truth, if they explain it in a more calm way, doesn't mean they're soft either. We all have our ways of speaking to Israel. Mine is what? Isaiah 58 verse 1. Cry aloud. I'm a young man. I'm 31 years old. I'm not going to talk to you like this is not a fucking game. They're not going to talk to you like it's a fucking game. But they're going to do it in a way where they have experience. I'm still a youngin', so I'm fired the fuck up. I'm ready the Lord to bring judgment on this motherfucker. If you got a problem with it, hey man, go watch TV or something. Go do something. You know? We're here to get saved, man. So die trying. Die trying for Yahawashi, Yahawashi, man. That's all we own. All day. So like it says, Yahawashi, Yahawashi is the top right-hand spirit of the Most High. And he came to be a slave in the fourth beast, which is Rome, right? Rome, the Roman Empire. It talks about Daniel and the statue, the fourth beast, Rome. You know? While Esau Edom was ruling. And what is it like today? Esau Edom is ruling again. You see? This is the last leg of Rome. And we doing the same thing Yahawashi Yahawashi did. Coming as slaves, telling these motherfuckers they're gonna die. You're all going to perish, and we might perish. We don't have no surety of our life. But guess what? If we die, we're gonna get crowned. Lord willing, we're not out here to be no bitches. We're ready to die right here on the altar today. So like I was saying, he was a slave in his own creation. This is John chapter 15, verse 20. And it reads, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, right? So we got to go through what he went through, right? If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. See? Verse 21, but all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. So when somebody does something wrong to you, say, all right, you're fulfilling prophecy, do your fucking worst, you fucking demon. Because we don't give a fuck. We're going to do what the Lord said do. So we are taking that burden, right? As well. If we are of the first fruits, when we were with him in the beginning, Lord willing, we was with Yahawashi, man. Right? Same as now. We are here to serve, and we must be humble. See? In the mind, in the flesh, we got to be tough, because that's where our weakness is, in our flesh. And if we beat our flesh and we tell these demons, nah, I'm not finna be overindulgent. I'm not finna be doing all this extra shit. I'm gonna get my daily bread, and I'm gonna come over here in my lot, and I'm gonna cuss you motherfuckers out and tell you're going into slavery, and we don't give a fuck if you're fucking scared. We're ready to go down with Yahawashi Yahawashi, just like he did for us. Lord willing, we get saved. But if not, hey, we're gonna wake up We're going to come back to the kingdom. So that don't even matter. Most people just scared to die because of the pain. It's only going to be a split second. What you afraid of? You know? The ones that the Lord is going to be precious that die in the sight of the Lord, they're not going to go through a hell of a lot. Some of us going to be tortured, yeah. And what do you think it's like to be a man of the Lord and get tortured for this truth, man? What about those brothers, man? None of them are fucking weak. We have to stand up for those men. We have to be ready to get tortured with those men. We got to be ready to die for those men. Those are our brothers. Like I said, this is what the elder was saying. We must not think too highly of ourselves. We are sheep ready to be slaughtered. That's it. And we out here blindly following Yahawah to the death. This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18. And it reads, pride goeth before destruction, right? We don't need pride. This is not pride. This is honor. This is honor for Yahawashi. We are soldiers, ready to die for the cause, man. Don't give a fuck how these motherfuckers feel. Fuck these motherfuckers. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before the fall. Verse 19, better is it to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. Who is the humble and the lowly? Some of the elders and apostles that could get their head chopped off for this truth. They did all this work for Israel and they still might die. That's humble, man. That's lowly, man. We must respect these men and give our lives to them. That's all that matters, man. They serve the Lord. That's what we do. Serving the Lord. I don't care about nothing else, man. If you're not for this cause, hey, get the fuck out of my face, man. That's how I feel, man, in my spirit. If you're not for this, if you're not for Yahawashi, 144%, get the fuck out of my face. You know what I'm saying? That's how we feel, man. That's the real raw spirit of Israel. You think this is a fucking game? All right. Lord, tear their ass up. This is how Israel feels, man. For real, man. It's not a fucking joke, man. I gotta check my time, because I gotta go work for these devils in a couple hours. So we're gonna go 20. Verse 20, and it reads, he that handleth a matter wisely shall find good, and who the Lord, happy is he. See, it don't look like we happy, but we are. Why? Because we know in the end, the truth. We know the truth is going to prevail. We know the expected end. We out here ready, man. I'm trying to tell you, we are fucking ready right now. You know what I'm saying? We don't need all that extra shit. But guess what? If we can if Esau eat him fuck up, and we can catch his ass slipping, hey, all the brotherhood is gonna have a little bit more money. And we're gonna live just a little bit more comfortable. That's it. What did the prophet say? They said, put me between riches and poverty. So if the Lord make me and my rib rich, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give it to the brotherhood. And we're gonna put ourselves back in that state. That's where we want to be. Low. That's where we want to be at. But we are not here for vainglory. We are here to execute the mission, right? Corruptible crowns, we are not concerned with, right? When you are seeking corruptible crowns, you are seeking things in the flesh that don't really matter. They don't matter. They don't matter. This shit does not fucking matter, man. It doesn't matter. It don't. You know? It just fills your own belly. But what happens tomorrow? You get hungry and you gotta eat again. But this truth, this feast, hey, it's an overflowing cup. You know? It's a beat replayed over and over in my head. Yahawah.com. That's all you see over here. That's all you're gonna see with the elders and apostles. We don't want nothing else in this world. See? And that goes for all the other brothers who are followers. You know, we are to be examples. What? Sacrifices to the Lord. So the Lord could have boasted many times. He could have boasted many times, but what did he do? He didn't do that. Even when they tried to make him a king, after he did all those miracles, he said, nah, I don't want to deal with y'all. I'm about to go to the mountain. And he left. Right? We are in our captivity, man. We went off. And then we received this gift from the Most High, his son. But it is for the ministry. This is to glorify his name, not us. We'll come out here and sweat, get rained on, get frozen, whatever, man. We're coming out here every week. You can count on it. As long as the Lord is controlling my body, I'm going to be here. Lord willing, man. So his son, like I said, for the ministry's sake. So don't get too far ahead of yourself. Don't think too highly of yourself. Keep yourself low. Fuck being a leader. We just want to get the fuck in. We already got our leaders. We just want to be good soldiers. So this is Philippians. I'm going to go back. Chapter 2, I'm going to start at verse 4. And it reads, look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. The Lord's very specific about looking out for your brothers. And you got these other camps like One Body and Christ or whatever, talking about Ephraim can't teach. That's our brother. He's supposed to be out here standing next to us. We're finna go to battle. We are in battle, but it's finna be a physical one. We're supposed to be standing out here together, all across the four corners of the earth. All men of Israel, report for duty. Get your ass on the block. And that's the high chief of concourse. That's where we're supposed to be. But sometimes it's in the country. Sometimes it's in the woods. Sometimes it's in the wilderness. That's where Bahasham was. That's where John the Baptist was at. That's why you got some brothers preaching in not busy areas. See? It's not just the high chief concourse place. But I'll tell you one place that it's not in the hood, because they motherfucking asses are effeminate and they can't receive correction. They're soft and they think they're hard. Because they act just like Esau Edom, their fucking boyfriend. Like I said, what the elder was going on into, we have to look out for our own salvation, right? But some of us are made strong, okay, in a particular area to bear the burdens of the weak. You know, you weren't given that gift to just say, well, I have this strong gift in this area, so I'm better than this brother. He didn't do it for that. He did it so y'all can both lift yourselves up. Because you think you're not going to need that brother, he's going to have a strength that you don't have. You're both going to need each other. It's a body. Right? We're going to keep reading. So you weren't just given that gift to say, well, I have this gift. I'm strong in this area. Well, the Lord is going to test you by allowing that gift to be beneficial to the body and to others who may need it. Now I want to read that same verse in the NLT. So we're going to read it in the NLT. It says, don't look out only for your own interests, but take interest in others too. See? We are in this business of Bahasham That's the spirit. You hear that? You hear that? It's going to sound like that all over America. Babylon the Great. And there's going to be 200 million missiles flying over here. You got to be a man in that situation. You're going to have women and children behind you that are counting on you to be a man. Not no fucking soft motherfucker, man. We're going to have to be ready for this shit, man. And that's going to be after seeing many dead bodies and nobody coming to pick them up. We got to be ready for that, man. This ain't no fucking game, man. But like I said, we got to look into others' weaknesses and be strong for those people. Just like when I had weaknesses, the brotherhood was strong for me and they built me up. That's how this body works. No. So going back to what the elder was talking about, the Lord understood his mistakes when he was Adam and Solomon. He understood them after he became Yahawashi. That's why when he was in the church and he was 12 years old, they marveled at what he was saying because he remembered himself and he remembered the purpose of what he did. No, you can't be saved if you're not in captivity, man. He had to put us in captivity to save us, man. And he had to pay the ultimate price. So we not to think nothing of ourselves, man. We mailmen. We're just handing out papers. That's it. Coming to deliver you a message. That's it. So the big point about this is the Lord did not understand. He learned discipline when he was a son. When he was Adam, he was a ruler. When he was Solomon, he was a ruler. When he was Isaac, he was a ruler. But specifically when he was Adam and King Solomon, those were the times that he made mistakes, right? But it's not like he made mistakes to where it was like he made them by accident. He did them on purpose. You get what I'm saying? He did it because we have to go through what? Much tribulation to enter into the kingdom of the Most High. You see? So we're going to go over Hebrews chapter 5, verse 8. So Hebrews chapter 5, verse 8, and it reads, though he were a son, yet learned he obedience by the things which he suffered. See, through these sufferings, we understand and learn obedience. We understand structure. You know, some of the people who had the hardest situations become the best obedient people, right? But we had to go through this stuff, right? So now it says, and being made perfect, verse 9, he became the author of eternal salvation unto them that unto all them that obey him. Verse 10, called of the Most High and high priest after the order of Melchizedek. So that's how we know the order of Melchizedek also is Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. That's his structure. See? Now I'm going to go back. We're going to go back to Philippians chapter 2, verse 3. And you know how it says, right? We're going to go back and read it. It says, let nothing be done through strife and vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, but let each esteem other better than themselves, right? So I want to look up this word esteem. Can't go there. So esteem.
Strong's G 2233. Hagayamai.
The Gayamai, right? The Gayamai. Right? And it means to lead, to go before. See? To have rule, command, to have authority over. A prince of regal power, governor, chief, leading as respects, influence. We're supposed to be an influence on our people, how to be servants. That's what we're leading as an example of, to be lowly servants, right? That's what we're doing. We're being leaders in a sense of lowliness and order. Having respect for our elders and apostles, a great millstone. That's what we're doing. We just do it in different ways because the body has different administrations. You know what I believe the Lord put me on the world to be about? To talk about war. Talk about anguish, trouble, strife, suffering. That's mostly what I went through my whole life. You're not going to put me through that to not talk about it. So I got to get ready to go to the plantation. I'm going to make that a part 1. Lord willing, this is edifying to the flock. We're going to face the east and give our praises to Yahawah. Bahasham, Yahawashi. Bahasham, Barak, Qadash. Rawchaa, Yahawah. Rawchaa, Yahawashi. Rawchaa, Yahawah. Rawchaa, Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah. Bahasham, Yahawashi. Bahasham, Qadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles. A great millstone who led me to this truth. Have been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock, by to live, repent, pray, fast, to show forth the Lord's righteousness, and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we be part of that number. Lord willing, let's be edifying to those who fear the name of the Lord and are striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5. It is not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. And it's unto a reed. 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 42. Water for tuning in. And we'll be back for the part 2, Lord willing, before I have to go to camp tomorrow and fellowship with the brotherhood and report for duty once again. Lord willing, I make it. Wow, ball. CTA. We want to see this place destroyed. If you don't, take your soft ass over there. Shalom.